All right, so welcome to the Bad and Bruja podcast.
Hello.
Pew, pew, pew.
I am Ashley, or Ashbestos in the Twitter sphere, and I'm here with Mickey. Can you introduce yourself?
Yes, I am Michaela, Mickey T, Lady Earth. Yes, I am Lady Earth on Instagram. I'm more on Instagram. Don't follow
You're
me on
complete Instagram.
Twitter. Definitely not a Twitter person, but I am Lady Earth on Twitter also. And we got Destiny.
Hello.
Hi, guys. It's Destiny. On Twitter, people call me Dr. Manhattan. People call me the Dalai Lama.
Or Pastor Dalai Lama.
Pastor Dalai Lama. I bless all you niggas. Yes.
Bro, I'm dead.
Yes.
This is what I'm saying. This is why we needed the fucking air horns, bro. Like,
Jamaican air horns. Yes.
we got all kind of ridiculous sounds. Get ready.
All right, so Destiny, you want to like introduce ourselves? Like what we do and shit?
Yeah. Tell us, Mickey. Tell us about all of
Lady
your
Earth.
many skills and talents.
Bro, they
Renaissance
really
woman.
are low-key mini. Like, I know how to do a little bit of everything, high-key.
Renaissance woman. That's what that is.
Yes. I do photography. I also like to creative direct. I just started this thing called Trash Ho Art, where I feel like...
At Trash Ho Art on Instagram.
Yes.
Thank you.
Ho,
Follow.
H-O, not H-O-E. And it's for women to be able to just express themselves how they freely want to. Because a lot of people, I feel like label women as like if they wear something or they're carrying their stuff a certain way, then they're automatically a hoe, or you just feel like you can do shit or whatever. And it might be true, but also it's probably not true at the same time.
We might need to say that for our hypermasculinity section. They not ready.
They not okay. Well, I'm just easing it in. You know what I'm saying? This is shit kind of what we gonna be talking about. And then so that's that. Did I say do photography?
Yes.
If not, okay, I do that.
She makes music. She's a rapper. Okay.
Yeah.
Water.
Rapper
video
extraordinaire.
dropping soon.
Ayy.
Directed by Ashley over here.
Ayy,
I was
directed
in that
by
hoe.
Ashbestos. Yes.
Ayy.
Get
Yes.
ready for the fire.
Damn, I'm like realize this is a lot of power in this room right now.
It really is.
Y'all didn't even hear anything else. Like I'm just on me. Like wait till
Exactly,
we get to
just
Ashley
wait,
and
bro.
Destiny. Yeah, I do music. I also teach twerk classes, twerk outs, twerking
She
for
got that
twerking for
ass.
empowerment. Yeah, I'm a little stripper hoe.
Stripper hoe.
Stripper hoe.
Stripper hoes unite. I think all of us are current or former strippers in
Yes.
this room.
So getting cash
Pussy power.
for sure. Yeah,
Pussy mobile.
and that's pretty. I mean, that's it right now. Might be more later.
Lit. Always growing, always expanding. Mickey is amazing. But also, let's talk about Destiny. I feel like our mystic mama
Hi.
out here in the corner.
Yeah, I'm peeping the scene,
I feel
I also too have a lot of talents, you know what I'm saying? Visual art. I was going to UT for art. I left, wasn't my thing. I'm into astrology, into magic, into spirituality, into ritual, into all of those things. And so
Can you tell us like how you're into it? Like
Ooh.
into it how?
I feel like you're too modest. Like you're like a literal alchemist in this room, and you're like, I do
into
astrology.
Well, okay, I do
Nigga, me
tarot
too, but I don't know
readings.
how to do all that shit you
tarot
doing.
readings. I offer that as a service, oracle readings. I channel. I do, spiritual counseling for a lot of people. And I feel like art is something that I'm good at, and I've always been good at it. But what is more important to me, to the collective and to the whole, is to do the spiritual work. And art is kind of like a fun hobby at this point. But I'm going to start selling that shit because why not make more money? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Get your
And
paper,
her
boo.
shit is good as fuck, y'all.
Um,
She just painted this vagina on my jeans.
and titties on the booty, though.
Wow.
Yeah, it was cute. So, yeah, I mean, I feel like I add the typical Pisces type vibe.
Ooh,
to
Mickey didn't even say her
the-
sign.
Right? Because we're definitely going to talk about astrology. You've got 2 Pisces and a Leo, okay? Whoa.
Sandwich.
Whoa. So it's going to be a lot. But when we start talking about astrology more, we can talk about how that doesn't really mean that it's like overpowering. We've got other signs and shit that make up our personalities, and we vibe. So yeah.
It's beautiful. Okay.
Come on, Ashley.
About myself. All right. So, how do I sum up myself? I guess right now I'm at UT. Unfortunately, I mean not unfortunately. That's a blessing.
You got
but
this room though, so shout out to you.
shout out to the resources. Shout out to all the expensive fancy shit we got access to. But honestly, I'm off school. But I do creative things with like visuals and also
Second
writing.
plug, water video.
And I do some
soon.
water music video coming soon.
You're the best promoter
For
this
real
shit,
though.
bro.
I do some music stuff and
Bitch, she can sing.
I'm done. Don't be hyping me, bro.
She's talking about you being modest. Come on. Push yourself a little bit.
I'm just trying to like play it cool just because like being a Leo, I know this shit will become overpowering. So
Man,
I'm like,
then I'll
I
give
gotta
you the
ease into
background
that
story.
shit.
This bitch work for Complex.
I'm done.
This bitch
You're
work for
such a
South
name
by
dropper.
Southwest.
Trying to be tasteful, bro.
Which just applied right to that rap genius position.
Keep it.
No,
Yeah, we ain't
she's
telling
gonna do
nobody.
it, y'all. She's gonna do
Ain't
it.
tell nobody
They're
about
gonna
that.
hire her.
I mean,
They
should.
really
I
are.
think they should.
Yeah,
But,
They're- no, should are
squad.
is going to.
Squad.
but anyways, yeah. I'm trying to keep it mysterious. You know, like all those like Twitter guru niggas always want to be like, you know, real niggas don't broadcast they moves. Real niggas just move.
Man, fuck them.
I mean,
I'm moving loudly.
Let's talk about what I was talking about last night. And the more you say certain words and say certain things, they become true. So niggas, say you work for that hoe. Like, yeah.
Well, I am a genius. So,
Abracadabra.
you know, it's only
All
fitting.
right. Do we want to start getting into the topic?
Yeah,
Oh,
so what are we
Lord.
talking about today?
First episode.
Drum roll.
First. I can't do that sound. I was gonna try.
Wait, there's a drum roll on here. Hold on.
All right, get it.
Wait, I wasn't prepared. Hold on, I
Okay.
gotta
Okay,
stall.
just-
Wait. Oh, there we go.
That wasn't really.
It is.
It's like a really slow
Where's it?
orgasm.
It's like, damn, like when are you guys?
And on
like,
that note, we're talking about sex magic, anal and astrology. Flavor Flav had something to add there. Anal and astrology. What signs are most likely to do it in the butt, or be
Ooh.
down to do it in the butt, or are down for butt play, or whatever? Don't ever.
I'm sorry, I'm such a perv. Y'all are gonna really get to
And
know the
on a-
perviness.
On a less childish note, to balance that out, hypermasculinity versus hyperfemininity, and how we should be balancing these things in ourselves, and how it looks out in the world when we're experiencing those things. So I feel like let's just go back to the beginning. Sex magic. What sex? I mean, we already know, man. Sex, like,
Sex is so powerful. It's such a
magic. It is
powerful
magic.
act. It's like, I don't know. I think it's really easy to like really pretend like it's not like that deep of an energy exchange. I think just because of the way people like view it. But then like if you actually start to pay attention to your real life and how that should be affecting you, that shit really does like manifest in different aspects of your life.
And even like paying attention to your vagina after you fuck somebody. Like,
There's like a disconnect. Like women
It's
aren't like in their
it's
bodies
really
like feeling
dangerous
it.
because y'all know I be on Twitter, okay? I have seen these conversations happen so many times where people are arguing the fact that sex is more than just a physical thing that's happening, and they're like, well, no, like it doesn't have to be all of this connection, and it doesn't have to be all of this like
But it is.
emotion and all of that. Like, it's just a physical act, and I just need to get a nut. But what you don't understand is vaginas, let's be comfortable using that word and hearing that word, are more than just organs on our bodies. Like, we give life with
Exactly.
them.
That's like
They-
source
that
energy,
it's-
like
it's-
purely.
It's everything. It's how everything got here. And penis, I think what is it? Shiva, Lingam, and Yoni. Those are like the more like spiritual names for the organs. Anyway, without the penis, you can't have a baby. So there are like how us as physical beings use our bodies to create life and energy, like this shit's not just, it's not just an organ. There's more to it than just what is on your body. You know what I'm saying? And
Truly.
people like don't pay attention to that. So you end up fucking people.
And then also I think that like those people, if people have bad vibes for you, it's the same way that you would just be interacting with people if you don't have sex. You know what I'm saying? Like people's like energy can already have such an immense effect on you. And it's like, okay, if you literally invite this person to like connect inside of you, like you think that energy isn't gonna like,
it's transferred even more.
It is
way more powerful. So,
you know, one of my friends, I don't want to say their name. I want to respect their privacy, but they were telling me that he would have the experience of every time like having sex with a woman, like he would feel like after they were done, like he had inherited these like traits of whoever she had been like fucking before.
Exactly.
You know? And he was like, I don't know why, like even though chicks would notice like, oh, he's like saying different shit, you know? Like that shit will fuck up your energy.
There's a couple of different things that's going on in that situation. If you have sex with somebody, in his situation specifically, he said he was inheriting traits from other partners that she's had. That's because she has not cleansed any of those energies from her body prior to engaging in a new sexual relationship with someone.
Which a good way to do that I think is with yoni eggs, like
yoni eggs, spiritual
eggs.
Baths, sea salt baths, sage,
apple
crystals,
cider vinegar.
Okay, you know what I'm saying?
If you don't even know where to get all that shit, nigga, go to the store and get some apple cider vinegar.
Because it's not, it's definitely like physical cleansing and energetic cleansing that has to go on before you have sex with people. Like, so there's that. Then if you're having sex with somebody and you come out of the situation feeling drained, like, and I mean drained, like mentally, like exhausted, physically exhausted, all of those things, that's a sign that the person that you just had sex with absorbed the energy that you shared in that situation and you got nothing out of the encounter. And that's completely contrary and opposite to the point of sex. Sex is supposed to be energizing. It's supposed to give you, it's supposed to inspire your creativity. It's supposed to get you moving and doing physical
That's like
actions.
utilizing that Kundalini energy. It's like just basically harnessing it, and it's like coiled snake type energy, and you transmute that through like actually making a meaningful connection through that. So
last night I had a great orgasm.
Yeah, we heard.
I don't know if I heard the orgasm itself, but
You heard the build up.
Yeah. It's great, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just glad that like nobody cares about that shit, because
we don't. Because I mean, it's like natural.
It's
just
more
like
fun to be loud.
And you know, I feel like
that guide the cock, not block it.
This is another thing we can even add to the sex magic topic. Like what I was saying before about words being like a tool to actually create things. When you like physically say or think about or imagine scenarios, situations, physical things, whatever that you want and desire while you're having sex, and then while you orgasm, you just manifested something. That's like the main key of sex magic. You're manifesting whatever it is that you're thinking about while you're in the act of sex. So this is why, you know what I'm saying, people that are not like present in the moment and aren't sharing that actual like presence and emotion with the person that they're having sex with. Maybe they're thinking about whoever it was that they were fucking last week, or maybe they're thinking about some like stressful shit, you know what I'm saying, or maybe they're mad at the person. Whatever it is that you're thinking about at that time,
stay facing the mic. You keep twisting and it's like going in and out.
Sorry. But y'all heard me.
No, we feel that though. That's such I feel like that's such an important like purpose of sex that people don't realize. because you unwittingly manifest negative things too, you know? And it's like,
Not
why do that
aware.
when you could manifest something positive in your life?
And imagine the power in both partners thinking of the same thing while they're having sex.
So do you suggest like talking about what you want to
Yes.
manifest before you have sex?
Yes.
Or during?
And making a
during.
ritual out of it. I think
Mhm.
like you can do like a lot of things that are like ritualistic in nature to sort of enhance it, that are like also aphrodisiacs.
Candles,
Yeah.
flower petals,
Candles, fire
oils,
petals.
massages,
Anoint yourself with some
bitch.
shit, then activate that
Food,
kundalini,
yoni
bitch.
You
gaze.
know
like,
avocado? We just had some
Dude.
this
Yoni
morning.
gaze is the thing. Let your
Ooh.
man or let your woman stare at your vagina and meditate and look at it. And I
Yes.
bet he will have a transformational experience and you will have a transformational experience, and both of y'all would trust each other like way more after.
and more than that, just like, I think not rushing. I think that's something that
It's
like
like
with
a build up, a good song.
yeah, because like I think our people our age are like very much like impatient. We're like, yeah, yeah,
Jack
Give me the nut.
rabbits.
Give me the nut.
exactly.
That's,
But it's like, well, let's like give way to some of that like marathon sex, like freaking Mystic Lipstick was
Mhm.
talking about. You know that like
you know, people actually gave her shit. Mystic Lipstick on Twitter, people gave her shit for that tweet where she was like, "Yeah, I like to have six to 12 hour marathon."
you know
sex
what
sessions.
I think.
They were like, "In what world? Like who?" And I'm like,
But
"Damn,
How
honestly,
about
if you
all of
think
y'all
about
keep
it,
your
it's
little dry sex
very-
lives
I
to
know,
yourself?
yeah,
Let
fucking
Danielle get her
20.
shit, okay? Like she don't be helping everybody. Y'all mad she having a good time? Like
Right,
she don't
she
want to.
need all that
like-
energy back that she be giving.
Exactly. Like
Idiots.
you deserve
And
it,
that
boo.
starts to
Treat
get into-
yourself.
that starts to get into tantra, like, which is where sex magic, like, that's where.
And I think
basically the
that's
idea
where most
stems
people
from.
stop. That's where
They
they're
don't-
like,
yeah, they stop there.
yeah,
Tantra's that's a big one.
Ancient-
it's
ancient
about
knowledge.
controlling sexual energy, controlling the orgasm, controlling how long you stay aroused. The longer you stay in a state of arousal, the more power behind the orgasm, the more powerful the release of energy of whatever it is that you're thinking about, the quicker, the bigger the manifestation will be,
Mhm.
basically. So the
Y'all hear
longer
that?
that you hold that nut, the better, basically.
beautiful.
That's really what it is.
And I think
And
it
if you do
feels
that
a lot
shit
better
over 6
too.
to 12 hours, what the fuck? That's you
Bro.
just made a whole lot of shit, okay? That's a whole year of planning in 6 to 12 hours. I would have my whole fucking life planned out for the next till 2018.
Wow.
All right, what about
Yeah. Next topic. What's the next
anal
topic?
and astrology?
Oh Lord.
Anal. End scene.
Bro, we're such head asses. Okay.
Oh, anal. Wow.
Should we just
Oh, I had so many like experiences, good and bad, with anal.
I think
I'm
I
Pisces.
think we all have a
My,
variety of experience with this.
What's
we
it? Venus or
do.
Mars has sex?
Both.
both.
Well,
It's more prevalent for the woman, for the Venus
Venus.
aspect to like manifest more.
I feel like Venus, Mars, and Moon give you a complete sexual like
my
understanding.
Venus is
Sexual and
Capricorn,
relationship understanding.
and
Your
my
Venus
Mar-
is in Capricorn.
and my Mars is in
Hard
Leo.
worker.
Mars is in Leo.
That mean you be really working hard.
I be
probably.
So you're down
working.
for anal. Is the thing.
I am,
Okay.
but I just did it wrong. I feel like what's that thing you gotta do?
You
gotta-
have to fleet.
Bro, I did
You have
never
to
did
flirt.
that.
I learned this from the
have
gays,
to-
okay? Like
from the
the
gays.
from the
Bro,
gays.
being completely honest, like 1-2 times, I like me and my boyfriend was fucking and like I shitted on his dick.
That see.
Nah, that's
That's-
literally. I feel like that happens to like everyone who does it though and doesn't like actually prepare because
Right.
like if you want
You
your
have
booty
to
hole to be
prepare.
pristine, like you gotta hit that fleet,
Booty
which is
hole.
basically like an enema to like clean
Does that
yourself out.
hurt?
I mean, have you ever done an enema? It's not like.
No.
I mean,
Like,
it's.
what does it feel like? Have you did it?
It feels like you squirting water in your booty.
Ugh.
That's what it is. Like.
Ugh.
And you squirt it out. I mean, like it can feel like good-ish, I guess, but like it's not really. You're just like
I'm gonna need him.
you're
to do it for
rinsing
me.
out. No, you like prep. You do all that
Nah.
shit so it could be pristine
Do
and
it for me.
perfect.
I mean, so I haven't actually experienced anal, but I mean, a few of my partners in the past have used a little finger,
A little stimulation in there.
something.
I
Very
just have my pinky
necessary.
finger up only, just swirling. Hope you guys get this visual.
Pinky
Just
finger
up
like
in
a cup
there.
of tea.
You
Like,
gotta get that thumb.
yeah,
Ooh,
you know what I'm
ooh.
saying? Like,
Put
that really
thumb in
chill
booty.
shit. That really
See,
chill
but the
shit.
thumb
And
can
I
be a
feel
little
like,
forceful. I feel like.
I feel like
a
the really
nice-
chill shit, like this, just basic stimulation that we're talking about, I liked enough to be curious enough to do anal. I'm not gonna say
It's
that
the final
I,
frontier,
like,
bruh.
yeah, like I feel like I have to. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like 99% sure I'ma like it. But what we were talking about previously, which is what made us really feel like just connected to this topic, is that I feel like anything that I'm going to let my partner do to me, I want him to let me do to him. So
Wow.
Get ready, guys.
Oh, skirt.
Get ready,
Swerve
guys.
into the
See,
next topic.
thing
Get ready,
is
guys.
That a lot of men like relate their butthole to like gayness.
Which I'm like, why is there this inherent like association that anything to do with your butthole is gay?
Like, so
you know
when
what
you
I'm saying?
shit, that's
Is that's gay?
You
Like,
just did
really?
some gay ass shit.
Exactly.
Bro,
Like, niggas
dudes
is so
don't
like,
even dudes. That's why they don't even be wiping their ass good.
right? Because they're not even. They're
Bro,
afraid
they
to
don't
touch
be
it.
And there's a
cleaning there in
whole
the
fucking
shower.
G spot in their asshole. A whole G spot.
Listen,
That
guys,
they're not
if you
even
didn't take
trying
any
to
anatomy
explore.
classes, there's a G spot.
And it's
in your
actually
butt.
healthy that if you do toys or if you get something stuck up your ass, it's actually healthy for your prostate.
It
So
is.
if you don't want prostate cancer, get some shit up your booty.
no, for
And
real,
it's
honestly,
not gay if you have think about it. It's gay if you have another man do it. It's not gay if you have a woman do it to you.
The only thing that makes anything gay is if you're doing something sexually with the same sex.
exactly.
Why is it that women are not considered? They don't have that same, what
Exactly.
I'm saying,
We're
like,
not gay if we
implication
wanna
of
do
being
anal.
gay that we
We're
like
down as fuck.
anal play.
You know?
what
So,
I'm
like-
saying? Like, it's not inherently gay. Like, stop, get that shit out of your head. That's
And
gonna
also, I think
get
we
us on
should
the
just
next topic.
emphasize the importance of like how crucial it can be in like preventing prostate cancer, because like that's one of those types of cancers that people don't talk about. Men aren't out here even comfortable
They
enough
don't
with that
even like it
area
in the
to
prostate
explore
exam,
that.
because in the prostate exam, the doctor has to put his fingers inside and touch the prostate.
And you
feel
know
the
That's how
prostate.
you reach
when they
it.
got it, I bet you they liked it.
I'm done.
and
I'm
they liked
done.
it and they felt weird about it, and that
Yeah, and then-
perpetuates the whole issue.
I
You
mean,
know what
but
I'm
even
saying?
beyond
Like,
that, it's important and it's scientific. I think people want to like really refute it like it's not real, but it's like literally Google like a prostate exam, like see what they do to get there.
Yeah.
Like, you know
And
what I'm
I-
saying?
And
I brought-
that's important.
I like
Fuck the
bringing this
sex
up
part,
too
that's
for
important.
the hyper masculine men that are like have a really big issue with this. I tend to find that a lot of those types of people also enjoy porn, also enjoy mostly straight porn. Guess what they do to the male porn stars before the sex scene? They stimulate his prostate. You know why? So that he could bust a fat ass nut all over their face.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a reason why people do it. It's not just for fun. I mean, it is for fun, but it's not just for like.
So basically, to summarize, we want you to do this so you can have better orgasms, also to make sure that
Be
you don't
healthy.
get cancer,
Be
and because
healthy.
we love you and want you to have your biggest nuts ever. Like,
Right.
why can't you just get over
Let me do
yourself?
it.
You
Because
know?
I be wanting to stick a finger up.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I
And
really
with the
be
dudes
wanting
who
to
are
stick a
really
finger
down,
up.
that adds that fucking level, bro.
Yeah.
It adds
And
But
that.
I'm not
it's
gonna hold you
about-
with my nails because my nails are long right now.
Yeah, no acrylics. No acrylics.
No, yeah, you
We
gotta
can't
have
that.
bare fingers. Actually, y'all can do it.
I'm in there, bro.
I'm
I'm
in
in there
there.
like swimwear.
I
You
might
gotta
have to
you
call
gotta
you
let
in the
me
room
do it
and
if
see
you
if
trying to
you
be
can
bae.
Really?
Like, if you really trying to be bae, if you trying to be serious.
I mean, like, let's not scare them though and be like, yeah, we're totally fucking you in the ass.
I'm in the
That's it.
process of
So
doing
we gotta
that
know
now.
that there's an opening, just
Look,
so
yeah,
maybe we
just-
can
yeah,
fill on
just
your booty hole.
I'm trying to ease it. You know, like
yeah,
I'm trying to do that right now, high key. What my plan is just to start off eating the ass first,
Yeah.
lick it a little bit, you know. Start with the dick, go to the balls, and like slide your tongue up there.
Do that shit like how niggas do, and don't tell us about
Right.
how they're
I'm
gonna
not-
put a thumb in our ass. They not even gonna say shit. They just gonna do
I'm
it
not
and see
even
if we
going
down.
that far though. I'm gonna just let you know that the shit feel good. The licking part feels good.
Getting your ass ate is like kind of amazing.
It's great.
It
That's why
is.
we want to reciprocate.
Right. You love it so much. We promise.
Like reciprocal love is like beautiful. I feel like that's when you're gonna have the best sex life too with whoever it is that you care about, is when like you're making sure both parties are being cared for, you know? Like that's gotta be exhausting to be the person who only is like doling out the care. Like maybe I want to be the big spoon. You know what I'm saying? Like
I love being big spoon.
We know, Destiny.
with your tall ass.
We know. Yeah, like I don't know, maybe just getting a traumatic experience to where like you're almost dying, and then they'll be like, okay, we'll do everything, even that thing you said you wanted to do.
Let's let it not take that. Just decide of your own
whatever
accord that
you
you want to open your mind and try some new things, and just get ready, bruh.
Honestly, I think the best advice would be for any man that might be at least slightly open to this, try doing it by yourself before you invite a woman to do it. And maybe possibly it might be a pride thing. You don't really want to be that vulnerable with her at the moment. Explore your own body. That has a lot to do with Tantra again, and self-love.
Get you some anal beads.
Self-pleasure. If you can jack off, you can do that too. You know what I'm saying?
There's actually this scholar that talks about the erotic and sensual pleasure, and how like a lot of women don't really know what they want. Well, like she was talking about specifically women, but I feel like this relates to men also. But they don't specifically know what they want during sex, or like how to get to where they want to get, because they don't play with themselves. Like they don't spend enough time to actually like
touching themselves.
Yes, and I think that's really important.
Can't nobody please you if you can't please you, boo.
High key. I wish I could find this person, but
okay. So also, I just remembered this. We do have a phone line coming right into the studio, so. Maybe, ladies, if you guys have people that you think may want to call in and ask for advice, maybe broadcast it on your Twitter right quick while we're doing
What's the number?
Somebody just asked, how can I listen? You can't.
Tell them, low-key, I could probably have this shit done, like, tonight just to put it up on, like,
well,
SoundCloud.
no, they want to, like, call and, like, but they, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, how are they going to call? And
well, they can call. We'll have someone call in. We'll just see, like, who wants to call in, and we'll just tell them what we're talking about and let them jump in the conversation, yeah?
All right, hold on. I'm about to tell my friend to call.
I'm dead. All right, so the number. Destiny, did you need it?
I do. I'm going to tweet it.
Tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready now.
Tell me when to count. Tell me when to count.
Go.
512, because we're in Austin. 232-3236. Thanks.
Is this going to be the number all the way?
Today.
All the time?
Yeah.
Oh, bet. Saving it.
My brother, he's so happy.
Oh, God. Can we even talk to your brother about these topics? I feel like it may be awkward.
I'm about to tell him to call.
Oh, my God. No. I think we should keep the feminine perspective on some of these, because I low-key feel like he would feel ganged up on for us to, like.
Okay, then maybe, like, maybe y'all could take it, because I feel like I'm gonna go in.
Let me see. Who's gonna be our guest? Let's see.
Oh, my brother said he's about to call.
Oh no.
Do they have lines that they can wait on? If there's like more than one call?
We'll see. We'll just have multiple people call in and just ask them to like tweet you their experience. Like if it goes to hold, or if it's like it's busy or what. so we know how this shit work. In the meantime though, why don't we enjoy some like music? Hold on. I had some.
Yeah, come on, radio show.
Oh. Come on, like smooth jam.
Yeah, I'm fucking with it.
I'm trying.
Actually, play our song. Play the water song.
Ooh, you gonna give him a little preview of that?
Yes, give them the fucking water dropping soon.
All right, let me see. I'll have that on my. Meanwhile, this is Xavier Omar. Destiny put me on to this. Destiny kind of has like the greatest music taste ever. Ooh. I feel like 3 times a day I'm like, yo, what song is this? Like, who is this by?
I pride myself on that. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Like, it's really like everything. Wunderbar. But water though, are we even ready for this? Like, I don't think people understand. Like,
give them a little bit, not the whole thing.
Okay, we just the amount that's just the tip. Just the tip.
Michaela has such a great phone sex voice.
Truly.
Actually, and that's another thing.
Bro, that's what we need
I'm
to talk about.
also total lip service.
Total lip service.
Yep.
Oh
shit.
Water dropping soon.
Also, Blue is on here. She's the other artist that is.
Blue really tears it up. Both of y'all tore this shit up.
They said that water isn't good for you. So I'ma need you to sip.
We gotta ease him out of that. That's just, it's too much. I can't even let it drop. It's too much.
Damn,
Like,
we couldn't even hear. Okay.
video coming soon though.
Video coming soon.
We can. We gotta build
It's
that.
on
Is
its
it even
way.
posted anywhere? That's kind of why I don't
I
want to.
posted it.
Really?
Wait, what? Is
The
it?
song.
water, the song.
Oh no.
If it's not posted
I
nowhere,
sent it
I don't.
to my dad.
All right, yeah, I guess the
I kind of don't want to put it anywhere
the
where
video
people can
premiere
hear.
is also the premiere of the song on some Beyonce shit.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, what are we talking? Oh wait, we're having people call in now, yeah?
Yeah.
How do
All right. So the phone line is now on.
Busy.
How's it busy? Maybe I'll drop. Tell them to call it again.
Maybe too many people are calling.
Ooh.
But then why we ain't get no phone call?
Okay, well I didn't have the phone on because I didn't know we were taking calls.
Don't press it yet. No. It's just gonna blink.
It'll do like a little. It kind of makes like a really low pitch like thumping noise. I don't know if y'all can even hear that.
Ariel said it's busy too.
Really? Who actually made it through then?
Nobody. I think you had it pressed on, so
No?
that's probably why.
Oh,
there
somebody's
you go.
calling.
Okay. All right, we have our first caller. Who
Listening
is
to
this?
Bad and Bruja.
Hello? Anybody there?
Hello?
Oh.
Hello?
Who is this we're speaking
Hello?
to?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, what's up?
Who are we speaking with?
My name's Sheldon. I'm Michaela's brother.
Oh, hi.
Hey, what's up?
Side
Congratulations
Hey.
on your recent nuptials.
Congrats.
Thank you.
We appreciate the fajita meat from your wedding.
We tore that
Oh
shit
my
up.
gosh, those fajitas were so fucking good.
We ate those so long. It was so good.
Like
So
for
good.
like 2
Okay.
weeks.
I hope I didn't get sick because that shit went old.
It did.
It's spoiled.
Oh,
We
that's probably
ate it
why
too
my
fast
poop
though,
was,
bro.
like,
Bro,
a
what?
little.
I'm done.
Okay, so
Did Michaela tell you how she got the meat?
Yeah, she told us. Somebody forgot it.
You
She-
finessed it.
Yeah.
She saved it.
not ashamed at all.
I'm done.
Yes.
So we would like to include you in our topics.
Oh yeah. So what are we talking about now, Destiny?
So, I mean, do we want to go back over the ones we just discussed? The last one is hypermasculinity and hyperfemininity, but the last two we're talking about the energetic and emotional aspects of sex magic, and anal and astrology. Which astrology signs or types of people are most down with anal?
Yeah. What's your sign and like what have been your experiences, Sheldon?
What's my sign?
Yeah, and like what have been your experiences like in terms of like I don't know, like feeling a powerful connection or feeling an energetic exchange like when you hook up with somebody?
First of all, I'm a Libra, and
Ooh, the
I haven't
scales.
focused too much
balance.
on the signs and zodiac for a while. But for some reason, my strongest connection has been with Leos, and that just happens to be what my wife is.
Aw, that's so nice. I'm a Leo.
Fire and
Leo
air.
gang.
That
Leo
makes
gang.
sense. Fire and sun, air. Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, they're like compatibility wise, we kind of, and then my grandfather even told us because he's the one who did our premarital counseling, and he was telling us that he was telling my wife because she gets worked up. She's the one that stresses out a lot, and
Leos
he
are
tells her-
dramatic.
Yeah, Leos are hella dramatic.
He tells her, Sheldon, talking to me is good for you because he balances you out.
Libra
And then,
scales.
So nice. So complimentary.
and that's what people should really look for too is compliments. So find somebody who compliments you. You don't have to agree on everything, and then y'all don't have to have the same similarities, because I really believe that's not fun at all.
Opposites attract. How
Right.
can you balance if y'all don't have, like equal and opposite things, Like that's what it's about.
Yeah, and that's what it should be about.
So y'all heard
I
it
mean,
here
you gotta have
first.
somebody. You got somebody who has to talk you down the ledge, speaking in, in metaphors, just talking down the ledge and keep you from going crazy.
True. We really appreciate having you on today.
So wait, I have a question.
Ooh.
So like, what do you feel about you, like, your wife doing anal things to you?
Ooh.
Doing anal?
No, so like, she's stimulating your anal, your prostate.
Nah, I won't let her get close to my asshole, really. Like, she tries to, like, put a finger in every now and then.
She's trying to love you. She's trying to love you. Listen.
Like,
why don't you let her love you, man?
Listen, Sheldon.
She'll try to slip a finger in there. And I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, just let it happen. Like, she's raping you or something like that.
She's trying to love you.
That's a great line. Just let it happen.
I guess people, if you feel comfortable enough with your partner. I just don't feel comfortable.
Y'all are
enough
married
with
now.
anything in my ass.
You're married to her.
Yeah,
That's your
married.
forever
We're married
lady.
for less than a month.
I'm dead.
I mean, y'all can work your way into it. That's what we were talking about earlier. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can work your way to that point. We were just discussing earlier that personally in our own relationships, me personally, I would appreciate my partner being open to letting me do that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Because it really helps you to develop that reciprocal relationship where both of you guys are giving as much as you're receiving. I think that balance really, like, that does shit on an energetic level when y'all are thinking about each other,
And also, it prevents prostate cancer.
Yes.
I'm not gonna say you're wrong. That's probably it. Probably takes me a while to work up to that.
But you're open-minded
to
it.
We're open about every single thing except anal, even though she tries to force it sometimes.
So you're not open to everything.
everything but that.
Well,
but
we
I'm
have
just telling you about the traumatic shit.
I'm done. You were right. You guys are gonna have to hear it all together. But I think we have a couple more calls on the line. Should we try to switch out?
Yeah, let's see.
I gotta go to work. So.
Thanks, Sheldon.
Thank you so much
appreciate it.
Bad and Bruja for life.
You're fucking for life.
For life.
We're a gang in this
life, bro.
We gotta come up with a gang sign now.
I don't know. I feel like it should be like one in the vagina or two in the.
I just went straight to for life.
I'm doing like the like.
Oh shit!
Two in the pink, one in the.
Look and see if look and see if people are calling again.
Okay, wait. Did it just drop?
Somebody just told me they were like, y'all are busy. I said, hurry up, call.
All right, wait. Tell them to keep calling. Hold on. Let's see. All right, Sheldon, you still there? No. All right, someone's calling. Oh, hello. Welcome to Bad and Bruja podcast. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, this is Ariel.
Hi, Ariel.
Hey, y'all.
So we were just talking about with our previous guest, Michaela's brother, about anal with guys and basically guys' attitudes towards anal, whether or not they're down with it, whether or not they feel comfortable doing it.
And we're talking about them
receiving some type of anal stimulation.
Not us.
Yeah. Because most men probably it's their dream to butt fuck a lot of women. So
do not say butt fuck. You're not allowed. Stop, my ears.
And I would like to, I guess we're just trying to see, like, how do you feel about it? Like, do you want to stick a finger up somebody or not?
We just putting her on the spot. She just calling straight up. Like, how do you feel about sticking a finger in somebody's ass?
I'm so shy about this topic, but I want to support my girls.
Hey.
But do I? I think I want to, like, I've had thoughts of it done to me,
Yeah.
The whole.
But like you wouldn't want to stick a little pinky on there, like.
So the reason why we're asking is because we were discussing when we were talking about the topic that it's healthy. You know what I'm saying? For men to have anal stimulation for their prostate, it's actually good for them, and it gives them more powerful orgasms.
Because their G-spot is in their butt.
So that was just something
I've heard of that for sure.
Yeah. So we were just like, you know what I'm saying? Like if I'm in a relationship.
You don't sound so pleased, Ariel. You're like, I heard of that before.
I heard of that.
Like,
yeah, y'all. I don't know what to say.
Would you look at a man differently if he let you like stick your finger up his ass?
I would have questions.
Or
Just
like,
how
what
often
if
has
y'all
he
were
had it
married?
done?
What about if y'all were married? What about
We
that?
were married. We gonna have to rock that out. We gonna talk about it, and
Okay.
I mean, it is what it is. We married, so
Yeah.
that's
True.
baby. Something small like that ain't gonna make me just like, oh my god.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Like, ultimately, what if it's something that y'all both end up enjoying? Like, you wouldn't know if you don't try it. You know?
Yeah. We're basically here for, exploration.
Okay, so this is like, don't knock it till you try it. I get that.
Yeah.
Exactly. We gotta ease people
Well,
in. I feel like people are not really as sexually adventurous as us to be
Yeah.
like we're all three of us are kind of like, oh yeah, we'd love to try
try.
that. We've done that. But I feel like there's definitely more conservative vibes when people really start getting to the nitty gritty of like who we tickling booty.
What is your
It's probably because they scared. They don't want people to look at them all weird and shit.
Exactly, but it's
And
like, look,
society
bro, we
fucking
all
it
got
up.
assholes. Like, let's not.
What is
let's
your
stop.
perspective on casual sex and the importance of sex in relationship dynamics? Like, do you feel
Oh, wow.
comfortable with
Sex
having
is
casual
extremely
sex,
important.
or are you the type of person that is like, no, like sex is special, and you know what I'm saying, like you have to really connect with the person? Like, how do you feel about that?
Okay, so I think it's kind of both. Casual sex is cool. It's fun. Like, everybody needs to get it off sometimes. And sometimes you don't want to have to build a whole relationship with somebody. And
I
then
definitely
what if the sex
feel
not
that,
bomb?
girl.
It's a
Oh
whole
my
waste
God.
of time,
How do you
So it's
go how do you go about choosing casual sex partners? Like, is it like you go on dates? Like, I personally have had a few casual sex experiences, and I normally, like, honestly don't laugh, but like Twitter, like
See, but
social
my thing
media.
is that I feel like the best casual
that's the
sex
way.
situations, you never plan them. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? They just
Yeah.
form naturally. Because, like, then when you start to actually, like, seek it out, I feel like that's when you
Then it
get,
gets
like,
weird.
you get more, you have a higher possibility of, like, being exposed to somebody who the vibe gonna be weird or off. Because
Yeah,
you're just
I
like,
feel
I just
you.
want to fuck, I need to fuck. It's like this idea without even, like, even considering another person, whereas like when it happens organically, that other person's already there.
So
Y'all already
basically,
vibing and it's
you're
gross.
talking about like a fuck buddy situation.
Yeah.
Like, but see,
like,
I've
even
had
those
fuck
are so
buddy situations;
serendipitous.
those don't work. So like the point that I'm
Yeah,
trying to
I
make
don't
is like
think that
those
will work.
never
You
work.
can't choose it. You just gotta let it happen.
Yeah.
And then when it happened, then y'all be like, damn, should we continue this?
Then it's
know?
then it's you decide at some point. It's gonna get to the point where you have to decide whether or not you want to make it a relationship. Like, that's how it's always been for me. Like,
Ooh, yeah.
and then I'll be like,
Ooh.
I don't
and that's
know,
when you get all
man.
fucked up.
And I'll be like, man, I don't
I
know.
know this is probably like a little bit shallow of me, but like it's been like times where like I would have sex with somebody and like their sex would be bad
Ooh.
and I would be like, wow, I don't like you anymore.
Oof.
It happens to me all the time. Sexual
And
chemistry is
I
important.
hope I don't get in that situation because I can't fake shit.
She said, I hope I don't get in.
Dude, I mean, but why should you have
man.
to? Why should you have to? You really shouldn't. If you're not feeling it,
You
don't fake the
shouldn't.
funk. Just do you.
You
Just
gotta
like,
be real
well,
with
this was
people.
nice as an idea.
But then maybe they
We
can
tried
fix
it.
you know?
I mean, I guess
I
you're
feel
right.
like it's like a weird line because I be wanting to wait to have sex with people, right? But I feel like I need to know like off top whether or not we have good sex, because then if I'm like, oh, I should wait, and like then I start to like you and then we have sex and it's bad, then I'm like, damn, I wasted my time.
But no, you
Like-
didn't though, because the thing about sex is that it's not like you have one way of doing sex your whole life. Like, sex is a skill. Like, you can acquire it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
I
feel like
need
that's
initial
gross.
chemistry.
Sucked.
I
mean,
need
and like
the
there's times when you
initial.
have initial chemistry
I
where
do
the
too.
sex is still
Yes,
kind of like
yes,
awkward,
thank
you know,
you.
like, but you can grow it. Like, I feel like you learn each other's bodies, you learn what you like, but then that starts to
Yes.
cross into like an actual relationship when you're
Right.
like, you know, as opposed to
yeah,
just
damn.
serendipitous like
Ariel,
let's
what's
meet
your
somebody.
sign?
I'm an Aquarius.
Ooh, yay! I love Aquarius.
It's Aquarius season right now, is it not?
Did
It
you just have a
is.
birthday or is it coming?
I did. It was
Happy
January 28th.
belated.
Thank
Happy
you.
belated. I love Aquarius
Michaela was
season.
not able to come dance with me at my party. I was saying.
I'm so sorry.
So are
I was
you
in Dallas.
would you say that you're like detached in relationships and friendships? Like, that's normally the stereotype that comes with, we're talking stereotypes just because like This is a surface level conversation right now, but like, is that
damn? How you just gonna label? You're like, it's surface level.
I mean,
think
because we know that there's more. But anyway, that's the thing, that the label that most people put on Aquarians is that they're like detached, like not emotional, like.
Yeah, you know, like in high school, my friends used to always tell me I was a complete asshole.
Yeah.
Just because, like, I just
keyword. Her friend told her this.
Her friend, right?
Her friend is
They
like,
said
hey man,
just
you're an
because
asshole.
what?
Like, they said that because I said what was on my mind all the time, I had no regards for people's feelings, how they would react to it. But I was just like, damn, I'm just being myself.
You
like,
was
I
just
didn't
being
consider
real,
myself an
right? That's the
asshole.
Aquarian thing.
Aquarius
That's
people
an Aquarian
don't
thing.
sugarcoat stuff. And Mickey has her Mercury in Aquarius.
And her moon.
Yeah.
Michaela's an
Ooh.
Aquarius, moon and Mercury. I'm a Aquarius, Mercury, Mars.
And I feel like that, having it in Mercury, like, really affects the way you communicate with
You're
people. So I
blunt.
feel like I know what you mean when you're like, you just feel like you're just saying, like, what you feel or whatever. You know, that's how Mickey be out here, like, just saying stuff. And you'd be like, if you really wasn't expecting, you'd be like, damn. But then it's like, well,
yeah, like,
I mean, that's what it is.
come off as wrong. But I'm just like, damn, I really didn't mean for it to come out like that. When I think about it, but like, damn, that do sound
But it'd be true,
bad.
though.
But it's
It'd
not.
be true.
It's
Yeah.
not really wrong. I think it's just people aren't used to that.
It's that
Yeah.
Aquarian energy is
They're right.
misunderstood. The Aquarius is the rebel of all of the
Girl,
signs in
yes.
astrology. So
Girl,
like people,
yes.
all the other signs, all of the other energies, like are like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, what
Y'all
the fuck
are
are you
the
doing?
true people on a new wave. Like,
They're
on
in the future,
zeitgeist.
futuristic. And so they're a couple of steps ahead, and so it looks a little weird. But yeah.
So
I
if
like
they
that.
don't understand, they say you weird or you an
right.
asshole.
Yeah, girl.
I'm just like, girl,
I
bye.
feel you though.
She feels you
I
really,
really
because that's
do.
her moon sign, and your moon
I know,
rules
I
your
got excited
emotions,
'cause I
so
felt
she
like I felt
feels
sweet next
that.
to her.
She feels that.
All right, babe.
great.
Thanks for calling.
All right, y'all. Thank
us.
y'all for
Thank
this. Y'all just made me
you.
feel better
Yes.
and stuff.
Yes, have a great day. It's sunny outside.
Y'all too.
Thank you for being
Girl,
a
it's
guest on
beautiful.
Bad
I'm
and
sitting in the
Bruja.
sun right now.
Yes, stay bad and Bruja.
Yes. All right,
Bye,
we're gonna
y'all.
bye.
Bye.
All right, next caller. Is there a call coming in?
I
Anyone
did
calling?
hear something.
Is it going? Let's see.
Hello.
Is there anybody
People
there?
probably got tired of waiting. They're like, I'm not.
Hello. What's Charlie?
I think we have
Unicorn?
time.
Hello.
We're currently at like almost 50 minutes, y'all. So we got like probably time for like one more call to keep it in this episode.
Okay.
And then we'll stop and
All right.
meet you on the next Bad and Bruja podcast.
My bitches are bad and Bruja.
Yes.
My bitches.
Cooking up
One
some
more
in a-
question.
Lighting the sage with the lighter.
Ooh.
Hey, I'm gonna write that down.
We need to do a whole remix to Bad and Bougie, but Bad and Bruja with like spells and sigils and like sage and like
Would you say Psalms was like a big thing for
like voodoo hoodoo.
Yeah.
We gonna rewrite
It
it as some
is.
real true Bruja-ish for real.
You know what I'm thinking? I want a gay male to call in to have his like perception on like anal.
Oh, girl,
Hold on. Who can I
it's
call?
about to be a whole other type of conversation.
I mean, but yeah, I think that's very important to get because, like, I think that your sexual orientation definitely does determine like
No, for real.
your stance on anal sex because, like, you know, I think we view like a lot of people think of anal sex as this thing that's not like normative. You know what I'm saying? Whereas in gay relationships, that is like normative sex, like regular. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what that is, and yeah, I think that taboo-ness like doesn't really. Like, it can't really, I mean, like, it can exist. There are way more ways to have sex than that way. But, like, I feel like it's really just, it's counterproductive. But then also for that exact reason, I feel like people who are, like, you know, like, also on the queer spectrum, like, have a lot more well-rounded sex life. You know? Like, they really be in it. I think that may have been all of our callers. I think we should just wrap up this episode, you know, since this is the first one. We can start a new topic, start going again. But, all right, ladies, can I get your names again so we can sign off with the Bad and Bruja for this week?
Mickey.
Destiny.
And Ash Bestos, a.k.a. Ashley. Thanks for
All
rocking
right,
with
babes. Stay bad and Bruja.
us.